Hello everybody. Alright, so this might be the shortest how to fix something you got here. So this is model RS261MDRS. It's a Samsung refrigerator. And what happens is, the problem, eventually you'll hear a fan hitting some ice, and it's in the back of this thing here. You can't really get to that. So what I did the first time was I just unplugged the fridge and let it sit for like a whole day, and the ice fell and you could hear it coming down and hitting all these coils in the back, and it actually did some damage to them. You can see back there some of them are bent. I don't think that's going to impact performance too much, but I did straighten the ones that were easy to reach with my fingers. Just be very careful because they are sharp metal. So you can get this little access panel off and kind of speed things up. First step is just to take your food out and put it in a deep freezer or a friend's fridge so you can try to save it. The nice thing about the problem is you can hear it starting, and you got a couple weeks, maybe even a month or more to fix the problem with the fan before it actually stops the machine from cooling. So you take these little screws off here. We got one there, another one there, and then there's one in the middle right there where the shelf is, and over there you see that gray little thing where it fastens into, and then 5 and 6 on the bottom there into the gray ports. And then you pull that from the bottom and just kind of carefully lift up. Carefully you don't punch anything into those coils. So I'm speeding up the process here. I've got a little small space heater, and I've got a fan. Because I want to only do this for about an hour or two. I reckon I could probably even get this done before the food would spoil. So if you can see, hopefully, there's some water kind of dripping down. It just drips down into that exit down there. So that's the ice from way up top melting. So if you're going to use a space heater to do this, ideally you want to have another fan like the one I've got here, a box fan running. We don't want any of the temperatures to get too high. So I look at this as just a kind of nice time. It happens every 2 to 3 years. I hear the fan kind of act up, and you got a couple weeks to react and just kind of clean your fridge out a bit. So grab yourself a little infrared thermometer. We don't really want any temperatures getting up too high. I got it up, it's kind of higher than I'd like right now, 110. With the fan running, it doesn't really get above 100, which is probably what the refrigerator would get inside a warehouse. So I feel like that's a normal temperature a fridge might experience. We're not going to melt anything. That's what we'd be worried about. What I'm looking for is the temperature coming out of here to kind of equalize down and become something like our room temperature, which here in Florida would be about 80 or so. So I'm hoping for around 80 degrees to be coming out of that hole, and then I'll know that the ice that is near the fan has come off. And that's it. Once that comes down, the temperature up top there, I'll take everything back, put those 6 screws back, and put all the clean stuff back in and turn it back on, and everything will be good. I did read on the internet a while ago that claimed that the error here was in these little feet. So you're supposed to take and adjust the feet by turning as high in the front as you can. But I did that about 2 years ago, and here I am again defrosting the freezer. So I don't know if that's really got any merit to it or not, but it might be worth a try. And again, this fridge has been utterly without problems otherwise. I just have to, every couple years, clean it out and defrost it. Kind of an okay maintenance item. No problems out of the ice maker. No problems out of the fridge side. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that temperature up top to kind of get to ambient temperature, and looking for a little kind of a lack of ice drips. So I still see a lot of dripping happening here, and I think it's about time to get that fan turned back on so nothing gets too hot. So again, be careful. Oh, you heard another ice chunk fall there. And I think the damage from the fins came from big ice chunks coming down the first time I defrosted it. So yeah, just stick yourself a fan in here. And you don't have to go crazy with a space heater. The safer way would just be to leave everything on, turn it off for about 24 hours, maybe point a fan into it to get some air circulation. And you don't have to have an infrared thermometer, but I wouldn't go poking things back in there. You don't ever know what you're going to stab. And that's that. Leave a comment, subscribe if you want. Who knows what I'll post. Alright, have a great day, and I hope this helps. Bye.